as we move on to race number 2 here at Dalmar. We start with starter allowances, 40,000, a mile on the Jimmy Durante turf course. It seems like we agree here as well. Who's your pick?
Well, after looking through this race, and this is sort of similar to the first race, there's a whole lot of speed in here. And I looked at number 2. This one's for Bell. He's the only speed in the race. He ran a good race last time, and he went to the lead, set relatively decent fractions, not flying, but they weren't slow either, and he held on for second. He ran pretty well to BioPro, who's a nice little horse there, and I think this time around he's going to get much easier fractions. I think he can take this field wire to wire with Garrett Gomez aboard. The only horse I really think that could go with him is Bipartisan. And Bipartisan, and when he broke his maiden in January, he actually went to the lead that day, and that was his best race. It's his only win. And he's the only one I really think that I'll try to go with. This one's for Mel. But this one's for Mel other than Bipartisan. He's got the lead to himself. And I don't think the 5-horse Keep Moving for Peter Miller. He shows some tactical speed with his win last time. But I don't think Miller would want that horse pressuring his other horse. So I think this one's for Mel. Can steal it on the front end here.
This one's for Mel is going to be my second pick, pretty much based off what you said. There's really not a whole bunch of speed. This horse has showed speed in his past 3 races, and he gets the rider upgraded up to Garrett Gomez. For me, it was really tough here, and I ended up making this one's for Mel my second choice here, as my first choice is going to be Just Moving. I think it's Peter Miller horses are the standout in this race, and Keep Moving's my top pick. I think the way the race sets up, this one's for Mel is probably going to have to lead. I think Bipartisan will be up there near the front as well, and Keep Moving will be just sitting right off the front. And as they head into the far turn, I think Joel Rosario will make his move, and I think Keep Moving will be able to get the victory there. So my top pick here is Keep Moving, and then my second pick is this one's for Mel. And who is your second pick here in race 2?
Well, we're just flip-flopped. I think my second choice here is Keep Moving for Joel Rosario and Peter Miller. I think Peter Miller's got this race surrounded. Keep Moving ran a really nice race last time. I really like that effort. Even though he only won by a neck, he ran hard. He had to work hard to beat Tucker's Point, who finished second in that race, but he showed a lot of heart there, and he got up for the win. A little concerning if he's going to be – he ran a big race, so it'll be interesting to see how he runs coming off a short time. He ran on July 5th, so he's only getting about 15 days rest. But that being said, Peter Miller puts him in this spot. It was a $20,000 maiden claimer, so he could have put him in for 16,000 non-winners of 2, but he decides to put him in a starter allowance, so that's a positive. So Keep Moving will probably stalk the pace, and he's got a good chance here. There's a little bit of pace there. If this one's for Mel, duels early, or if this one's for Mel just isn't good enough, Keep Moving might be the one because he's coming off a big race, and if he repeats that race, he's got a big chance.
So it looks like we agree that it's the Peter Miller exacta, but we kind of got a flip-flop like you said. Your top pick is this one's for Mel. My top pick's Keep Moving.